The first look at the highly anticipated new Ben 10 comic is finally here, and it is absolutely insane. We don't just have one piece of cover art, we have multiple. Today, we are breaking down Ben's new look, the wildly complex new Omnitrix, and the redesigned original aliens that look creepier and more realistic than ever before. Let's dive in. Let's start with Ben Tennyson. He looks amazing, giving off major classic Ben vibes, but with one noticeable change. He's rocking shorts instead of his usual cargo pants. But the real showstopper here is the Omnitrix. Guys, this design is incredibly complex. It looks heavily detailed, covered in wires, and gives off a raw, alien prototype vibe. It fits the darker tone perfectly, but honestly, if they ever try to adapt this into an animated series, the animators are going to have an absolute nightmare drawing this every frame. The closest design to this Omnitrix is classic Ben 10,000 Omnitrix. I think they took a lot of inspiration from that one. Now let's talk about the aliens. The overall art style is leaning heavily into a dark, creepy, and realistic aesthetic, very reminiscent of the early rejected concept art for Ben 10 Alien Force. Here are the major standouts. 4 arms. They absolutely nailed this design. He looks fierce and his eyes are genuinely intimidating. Wildvine. This might just be the best Wildvine design we've ever seen.
Oh, that's a cool Wildvine.
It's incredibly detailed with actual leaves, vines, and flowers. Upgrade. I love this one. The circuit pattern glows from the inside like an alien nervous system. It feels very classic, but modernized. I'm actually quite surprised with Overflow. Never thought I'm gonna love it. Yes, Overflow from the Reboot is included in the starting lineup. His new look is heavily mechanical, almost like a transformer, but not all the redesigns hit the mark for me. XLR8. He has a very thin, almost skeletal exoskeleton with sharp, spiky wheels. Is he trying to be cheap copy of Xenomorph? It's a bit jarring for me. Cannonbolt. This one is actually terrifying. The face is super creepy, and honestly, it doesn't even look like he could physically roll into a ball anymore. And are his eyes part of his orbs too? Gray matter. He is huge. Instead of being tiny, he looks like the size of the Omnitrix's dark matter, with a massive exposed brain, like he's some kind of guardian of OA. Diamondhead. For some reason, he is completely missing his iconic outfit in one of the covers. Just naked crystals. I don't know, he looks weird. Put some clothes on, man. Overall, the alien designs looks quite horrific and creepy. Just imagine if they look so terrifying like this, then how'd Ghostfreak, Ripjaws, and Wildmutt look in this comic? And if you don't know, they are using the Reboot playlist for this Omnitrix. That's why there's no Wildmutt, Ripjaws, and Ghostfreak for now. But I hope they'll show it in future. We also got to look at 4 actual pages from the comic. There's no dialogue yet, but the art tells a great story. It opens with a classic camping trip. Grandpa Max, Gwen, and Ben are roasting marshmallows. Ben even brought his sumo slammer cards. But then, Ben gets into an argument with Gwen and runs off into the dark forest. That's exactly when we see the Omnitrix pod breaching Earth's atmosphere. The coloring and shading in these panels are phenomenal, although they took the storyline of classic 10-year-old Ben 10, but the art style looks very different. I don't know, somehow it reminds me of M-Rex comic, which was also gritty, intense colors and looked very realistic. It captures that mysterious, slightly scary vibe of finding an alien device in the woods perfectly. My only complaint? With all these massive visual upgrades and creepy alien redesigns, they just slapped the Reboot logo onto the cover. They really should have designed a brand new, grittier logo to match this amazing art style. But overall, I am beyond hyped for this comic. The dark, mature vibe is exactly what older fans have been waiting for. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of these new alien designs? Do you love the creepy aesthetic, or do you prefer the classic look? Let me know in the comments down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed the breakdown, and subscribe for more Ben 10 content.